You guys are really quiet.
Oh, I was just adding more games on my thing, telling people, come listen to a live D&D game I play in. Add link.
Well, I'm going to put the music on.
Alright, so we're live now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Waiting for game to start, but the mics are live, guys, so be careful what you say.
Yeah, I don't know if Don and Blake want things moved to Sunday, but it can't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that now after, since we're live.
Yeah. Six people in channel at the moment.
Wow. Good start.
I'm so overwhelmed because we're a victim.
User entered your channel. Hello.
Hello. We are live.
Guten Tag.
Pardon?
We're live.
Okay.
Just so you're careful what you say.
Okay. Beans.
We got a session for tonight?
No, I forgot.
Get on it.
Get on it. I need a name for the session. Fuck.
And there we were.
Back to work?
Back to work.
Like a thief?
Break time, no, back to work.
How about crushing it?
Crushing it.
Now I'm kind of sad that nobody took the time to investigate more wondrous items I could make for them.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell you, by the way, go ahead and make that roacha shielding if you want to.
I thought it was a good one. Like, I threw it out there. It's like, yeah, hey, there are items that can make it with cast to level 3.
I totally forgot, actually, that was a thing.
Yeah. On the other hand, you did sleep through the entire fucking last episode.
More like the second half.
Rand Cook says unmovable rod for
I don't think I can make that one. I think that's a bit high.
That's too bad, because I agree completely with Rand's observation that it's never not useful, and that sounds great to me.
Oh yeah.
I want one.
Oh, yeah, no, you could do. I don't know if you. Like, I remember a GM letting somebody teleport inside a fucking dragon using Dimension Door as like a gnome-sized person, and then planting an immovable rod inside of the dragon.
That's got to be one of the most creative player solutions I have ever heard in my life. I would reward extra experience points for that in my game. That's brilliant.
The thing is, you had to be gnome-sized because otherwise you'd be too big. The door would be too big.
Rian Cook says, this is Dayton, by the way. Oh, that was Critical Role. Is what you're talking about, apparently, Taz.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome, everybody, tonight. We're not quite ready to start yet. We're just settling in, but I think we'll start momentarily. Our weird setup leaves our mics live while our background music is running, and it's just the jury-rigged way in which it works, so you have to put up with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you caught True Undead Hero Redeem Name Generator.
I did, yes. Admiral Hollis Blackwater.
Well, we still haven't done his last bloody name.
Hey, no, I've got it. I haven't written the article yet because I've been working on World Anvil Summer Camp, but it's right here. I've got, look, I'll show you, right, just to prove it, right, I still have the window open with the requests, right, and the name generator and everything that people have asked us to do with redeeming their points.
Yeah.
Except I better open a new one now because it's obviously not showing anything that is currently happening. So, oh wait, no, I've got 2 pages. That's the problem. Okay, better mark some of that redeemed because I did a lot of it. So, but it keeps
Where do
track
we
of it
know
all.
Dayton from? Is Dayton one of your friends there, Rowan?
Yes, Dayton is. Hi, Dayton. Thank you for coming.
Hello, Silk.
Rudy's here. True Undead Hero is here.
Rudy's here on their eternal quest for background music.
I like that. Well, you know what? Everybody's here, right?
Yep.
Let's get her done.
I got the session going, so we can start it. There we go. Session started.
All right. So good evening and welcome to Toy Soldiers Old School. I'm Diane Morrison, aka Sable Radia, and I'm the creator of the Toy Soldier Saga. This is for those of you who haven't seen us before, this is a fantasy space opera, is how I describe it, a black powder fantasy space opera. For those of you who have seen Treasure Planet or played the Spelljammer role-playing game, you'll get an idea of the kind of, setting type thing that we do. Right? My character is Celine Wintermist. She is a young, idealistic priestess of the moon goddess Arianrod, who has joined the Navy because she wants to see the universe and maybe help some people along the way. My pronouns are she and they.
Rowan.
Hi, I'm Rowan. I play Bonvin Starsong. She's Elfar, but she's also a star Elfar, and she's a druid, and she's joined the Elven Imperial Navy to see the universe, or the Avalonian Imperial Navy to see the universe and view planets and creatures and things, and gives her fellow party members a little bit of wisdom now and then, and occasionally she's been known to stab somebody in the groin repeatedly with a spear.
And eat bonbons. And your pronouns are?
She and her.
Okay, Brianna.
Hello, my name's Brianna. I play Madrimlian. He is a altruistic elf who joined the Navy because it was more family tradition, yeah. But he's actually wanted to start his own division of the Navy in military intelligence, and that's what he's been working towards. My pronouns are she, her.
Madrimlian's pronouns are he, him. Yay.
Yeah, Madrimlian's are he, him, but
Brianna's
are
are she, her.
Just FYI.
Yes.
Okay.
Taz.
Hi, I'm Taz, or Gmino99. I play Arden Spellsword, a Magus Tensai crafter who likes making things and just recently got the ability to make wondrous items. Can't make that many because third level is not high enough to make a lot of things. If you want to start getting interesting, you gotta get to 5th level. And then the really good ones are like 10th level or higher. Yeah. Frustrating. Like the immovable rod, like somebody suggested earlier.
Okay,
And
Blake.
your pronouns
Oh,
are?
your pronouns, Taz?
He, him.
Blake?
I am Blake. I'll be playing the part of Crowley. Cat-like race called the Phoenok. I'm generally of my own design. And one second. Oh yeah, my pronouns are murder and hobo. I mean,
Yes, they certainly are. That's
okay, John.
Hi, I'm Dawn. I play Yasma Snowwind, and I'm an elf. I'm Crowley's best friend. We met a long time ago. I saved him from capture, and rather clumsy, but I try real hard. She, her.
Okay, Gareth.
Hi, I'm Gareth. I play the part of Lyric, a no-nonsense slinger who had a mishap earlier in life, and my pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, he's like he's a gnome, except he's a metal gnome.
He's a gnome bot.
Yeah, gnome bot. There we go.
Like
Okay, cool.
like those auto gnomes from World of Warcraft.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play the part of Arian. He's a grizzled, older enlisted elf whose job is to keep these young midshipmen and officers alive and in line. My pronouns are degenerate Yankee. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean he, him.
Okay, in case you guys
That's
want to know,
amazing.
it's
Awesome.
amazing. That's amazing. Chris
my
is the
God.
only American in our group.
Yeah, we're a bunch of Canadians. So it's awesome. Degenerate Yankee. I'm so gonna remember that. You were gonna be stuck with that forever. You brought it on yourself.
Okay, and finally, I guess, last but not least, I'm Aaron. I'm the game master. I run the show and play all the NPCs, but specifically I play Ruavel Sunfall, who is supposedly destined to be the father of the protagonist of the Toy Soldier Saga, but
Right
Right
now,
now
his future mother is not very impressed with the protagonist's future father, so this is not looking likely at the moment.
right. Right, and my pronouns are he, him, or they. I don't care.
One drunken night can change all that.
All right, so we have a hydrate check and a posture check, right? And a shout out, and another hydrate check. So thank you guys. So
Okay, shout out to Brianna.
yes, actually, I totally intended to do this. Brianna has her brand new Twitch channel. She just did her first stream last
Inaugural
night.
Stream last night.
She does writing streams, world building. I imagine she'll probably do RPG content at some point, right?
Mhm.
If you would like to follow her there, definitely check it out. And Brianna, do you have the link handy, and are you in the chat at the moment?
Yeah, she's in the chat, but
Because it's your Twitch username, right? So let's see here. Okay, where was it?
she put her name in the chat.
Okay. Yes, so that is her channel. Of course, it's twitch.tv/Siobhan the writer _Siobhan, right? And that is that's where she's at. And please stop by there and give her a follow. You know.
Yeah.
I'd also like to shout out the Anvilite Streamer Corps.
Yeah.
Right? This is a group of Twitch streamers. We're all World Anvil users. We stream about our worlds, our world building content, writing, art, gaming. Ask us about these different things. It's, you know, if you're a creative of any kind, right, you will probably enjoy all the streams that we are doing, and we are doing quite a lot of them. There is a very busy calendar. Right now there's an event going on at World Anvil called Summer Camp, which is a world building challenge. Do 33 articles based on prompts about your universe in 30 days. And I thought this was going to be a bit easier than it is. Because I'm like this veteran writer. I've done I've done NaNoWriMo for 10 years. You know, I'm like, I can handle it. I'm struggling with this. I'm constantly playing catch up, right? And it's fun. It's a fun challenge, and I'm really enjoying it. So definitely check that out.
She didn't put my stream up for tomorrow yet.
I did not yet, no. Right? That's another thing. While we're doing channel announcements, Aaron has started a new stream called Ask an Old GM. He figures, you know, with 40 years of gaming experience behind him, that, you know, well, I think he knows more about role-playing games and game mastering than just about anybody I know. Right? He's amazing. Yes, that's true. Trended Hero says he's not that old. He's what, 20, 25? He's like, oh, you're sweet. No. He actually did start very young. He was one of those precocious kids
very
with
precocious
older
child with
cousins.
older cousins. Right? So I started gaming when I was 6 years old. Right? And I mastered my first game when I was 8.
So yeah, it is a long
yeah.
time compared to his age. He is almost 50, but
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, no, he's legit.
God remind me.
I love you, baby. No, he's legit. So it's apparently people really enjoyed it, right? For that reason, he's thinking of doing it twice a week.
Twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, noon to 3 Pacific.
So that will go up on the schedule when we're done tonight, but I haven't had a chance to do it yet. Mostly because I slept all today because I was watching Brianna's stream last night.
Last night at 3 o'clock in the morning.
All right. And that's it for channel announcements, except thank you for the follows since the last time we broadcast from Rand Cook and Silk 8278.
Yeah, thanks for follows.
All right.
Okay.
And now we should probably put Sirenscape on instead of our theme music. Yeah. Somebody is enjoying some Canadian bud, apparently.
No, that's actually in the...
Oh,
Yep.
was it? It was sound effects? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want that one. No.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
that
okay.
was you? Oh, okay.
Where the heck were we?
We just gone back to the ship in order to regroup and figure a new game plan.
That's right, because we had
Because
Murder
really,
Hobo.
the murder hobo.
Yeah. Murder Hobo had decided to kill one of the leaders of the Thieves Guild in the town because he was enslaving kids. Which legitimately is a good reason, but
It still caused problems.
yes. Apparently he was one of the prominent citizens of Skyreach, and now people are looking for murderers.
Fortunately, he did it totally looking like an orc. And so, therefore, nobody is looking for a 4-foot-tall cat.
Oh, great. Now they think there's orcs and... So...
Yeah, now they think there's orcs in this city.
Like I said last game, well, now we know how the war gets started.
Pretty sure it requires something bigger than killing a random person.
World War One was sort of started that way.
Yeah, assassination
True.
of Duke of Austria.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe not. You could have a point there. Uh-oh.
You guys don't think I'm evil enough to do that.
Yes,
Oh,
I
no,
do.
I know fucking better than that.
Yeah, what they said.
Those of us who have gamed with you long enough know you are.
I don't know how far forensics is in setting.
It's amazing what magic can do.
Even those of us
Exactly.
who've known him, even those of us who've known him like 10 minutes comparatively know he's that.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
You know who we're missing in here right now? It'd be really nice to see in the chat. Lorraine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where Lorraine is.
had to. She was busy today. She had to cancel her own stream. So.
Yeah.
World War One has entered the chat. That's great. Okay. Yes, so that was the last thing we had discussed, and we had decided, at least for the moment, mostly because Celine was going, let's lie low.
Emma Drimlin was completely on board with that plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm going to stay on the ship and stay out of trouble until we are.
That sounds like a good plan.
Oh,
Like a plan.
dang it, you're awake, are you there, Arden.
I think I drank too much.
Now that would explain it. You're a lightweight.
So which one of you wants the job of explaining to him what he missed? Says Celine, pinching the bridge of her nose.
I'm not sure I understand what he missed.
Looks
Weirdo.
over. Wintermlian looks over at the sergeant.
Me neither.
All right, Mr. Midshipman Spellsword there. So what happened was that Crowley decided to take some legal matters into his own hands. He caused a big old stink by killing a prominent citizen who he believed was slaving some children, and it looks like he may have been involved at high levels of the local thieves guild, and now we're going to stay on the ship and not admit to anything. So forget I told you anything.
There.
What?
Right.
What? I didn't hear anything.
You know nothing.
Good. Keep
Well-
it that way.
And the thing is, we have witnesses to state where we were during this time too, so we're safe. But still, we're laying low.
Okay.
The door opens. In walks Lieutenant Goldenbow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Officer-
She doesn't say that. She's...
Officer in the room, and jumps to attention.
Yeah, he
Bullshit.
lets you stand for a few minutes.
Uh-huh.
Player's going, isn't that just perfect timing?
So what did I overhear about some trouble?
Oh, Arden had a bit too much to drink, sir. We brought him back to the bunk.
You don't call him sir, he's the same rank.
Oh, is he? Well, I thought he was a first lieutenant and I was a junior lieutenant.
Nope, he's junior grade.
Oh, well then I don't have to stand at attention anymore either.
Nope.
She says, oh, Mr. Spellsword, right? Yeah. Mr. Spellsword had a bit too much to drink and he had to be brought back to his bunk. We weren't on duty, so I'm not going to apply any discipline, she says.
I hope this will not be a reflection of your on-duty time there, Mr. Spellsword.
Did you catch that, Taz?
Yeah, normally I don't drink anything. Sir.
He says, let's keep it that way. As you were. Lieutenant.
Yep, she nods to him.
Yeah, and he heads out.
You.
So glad that dick is not my direct chain of command.
Me too, actually. It's refreshing. She said.
London says. Monvin says, yeah, I think we should have a quiet night in. I've had enough excitement for today.
Celine again pinches the bridge of her nose and says, I just remembered that I have to get my uniform, and I have to get a new uniform made, she says. I am now officially a junior
I
lieutenant.
thought
and
we
I've just
handled
been-
that.
Yeah, you still haven't picked them up.
No, I have to get a completely new uniform made. Since we got that all done, she says, I've been transferred to the Marines and I've been officially made a junior lieutenant. Okay. I'm a toy soldier now, she says with a grin.
Ma'am, you could probably send your owl to the tailor. What was his name?
Give me a moment.
Let Brianna, the bookkeeper, look it up.
Lord Baltier Alpenvale.
Oh yeah, you could probably send your owl to the tailor, Lord Alpenvale, and just have him make you one because he's already got your measurements.
You know what? That's a brilliant idea. Thank you very much. I will do that, she says.
and request delivery of the ones that were already commissioned?
Yes, we should do that too. Yeah. And we'll have to tip handsomely, so she's, yeah.
Yeah, so you write a note,
Yep.
give it to, what's your owl's name?
Lafathere.
Lafathere, right. Lafathere looks at you like, what?
Would you please deliver this to
It's like,
Lord?
what, I'm your messenger now?
Oh, come on, I can't be seen out there, honey. Scritches her head.
Scoops it up in a claw. Starts
I will give you extra scritches.
She looks at your jerky pouch.
Okay, I will give you jerky, she says. She takes out the jerky and gives it to her.
Okay, she takes some jerky and then she flies off.
So, Crowley, you going to get her a rat for later? You owe her that much.
Got one for now and later. Lots around. No shortage of them.
Okay.
Okay, so, let me get this straight. This guy was enslaving kids.
He's running a little,
He was.
children's thieves operation, apparently.
One
Where
of
they
those,
were required to give all of their money to him. And then he divided it up. And apparently he divided a much bigger share to himself than he did to them.
Well, can't say they aren't gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah. She looks sad about that.
My German just looks grim.
Other news, I figured out how to make a brooch of shielding.
What's a brooch of shielding?
Oh, it protects you from magic missile
Handy.
until it melts.
Hey, wait a minute. I know what I want for wondrous items.
Hmm.
There are wondrous items that, like, they're not bracers and they're not, because, there's, like, shields, like, pins and funky things like that have, like, armor class bonuses, right? Is that
You talking about ion stones? I can't make those.
Okay, too high up, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Everything. See, I have expensive taste, is what it is.
Yep, you guys want to be higher level, that's all.
How about an amulet of natural armor?
That's
Have
a
to
next.
be-
That's a next slot, right?
Third
Yeah, it's
level.
an amulet.
You have to be 3 times the level of the bonus you put on it, so...
Oh yeah. Let's see. Amulet, natural armor +1. I
Cool.
need somebody who can cast Barkskin to make it, and it costs it'll take 2 days to make, and 1,000 gold.
I'll
Yeah.
check my money. I may not have 1,000 gold anymore. I bought a bug suit, so... No, actually,
Oh,
I'm gonna buy 2 bug suits in order to cover the debt.
Never mind. It still requires caster level 5th caster level to make.
Oh,
Oh wait, no. It says greatest caster level must be 3 times, but
right.
here I'll
Yeah,
share the card.
Yeah, I know.
It says 5th level at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably looking at things like feather tokens and stuff.
Any lesser minor items.
Yeah, that you
And
need
even
over
some of
third
those I
level.
can't make.
Yeah. My pagan radio channel.
I did share a link to the page I was using to look at them. actually the website I use for most of my research, looking up things.
Yeah, and remember that Madrimlian is, well, overly cautious right now, so he's on high alert, so he's paying attention to everything, including whether or not Lieutenant Goldenbow actually walked away.
You have no idea.
I couldn't hear his footsteps.
Nope. Too much noise.
Can I sense his mind?
Shit, they're over there. I'll steal Steve's dice.
I'm just looking at what I have. Not mind link. Well, here's mind link, empathy, empathic connection, telepathic lash, sense poison, psionic repair, missive, empathy. Empathy twice? What? Oh, I've got the first level and the 0 level.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to the library and staying out of trouble. She says.
Since we're still technically on leave, I'm going to join you.
Okay.
Okay.
She says, no, first I should move myself down to marine country, she says.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
aren't you already in the officers' quarters? Or do the Marines have their own officers' quarters?
Marines have their own space.
Mm-hmm. Ring Cook. Yes, we have a sneaky person. His name is Crowley. He's the murder hobo.
The other sneaky person is Madrimlian.
There are two different types of sneaky persons. One's more of like a social infiltrator. One's more of like hide in shadows.
Yeah.
Great. I'm using Shadowrun terms now. Ah.
Then you're communicating the meaning. It's all good.
Yeah.
You're political. I'm just crazy.
Why did this get quiet all of a sudden, by the way? Did you turn it down? No. Oh, it's me. Shorten my thing.
Yeah, that's true. I'm the political one.
And I'm the crazy one. That's why it works.
Yeah, because it takes the political one to cover up the mess of the crazy one.
I don't know. It's been just about as much the other way around, if you ask me.
Yes.
Good point.
This is the way I see it. Nobody, and I mean nobody but you guys, know that it was me that did that.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
Nobody else knows.
If he didn't say anything, we wouldn't have ever have found out.
Right.
It's true.
It is the truth. If he didn't tell you, you guys would not know.
I said I wouldn't lie to you. I'll tell you the truth.
Maybe we should have like ship noises since we're on the ship and
Right,
not in the market.
ship
Or
noises.
dock noises or something.
Hey, I guess I'm off making amulet.
Shipyards.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm only gonna get partially done because it does require 2 days of work.
Yeah, okay.
I am going to the library.
You're going to the library.
Lieutenant?
Yes? Yes, Crowley?
Before you go to the library, you please take me to the captain? I have a request.
Okay. Yep.
Why am I suddenly very worried?
So was I. Did you catch
Exactly.
the But she's like, oh, okay, you're my friend. Yep.
Yeah, of course she gets in her head. Well, at least we're still in contact.
Good point.
You find the captain in her wardroom. She's going over some notes with the XO. Lieutenant.
Sense, you know.
Ensign. Crowley.
Captain. Commander.
Captain, I have a request.
Go ahead.
I have a friend I would like to bring on board. My friend will behave himself, and I will take care of him. Be no problems. The simian.
A simian.
I've been told about this, just so you know, Captain. She says this is news to me, too.
He says, okay. What's the deal?
I was saying that correct, right, Aaron?
Yeah, simian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we talking a pygmy simian or a great simian? Or a regular simian?
Cat.
What's that?
He's a pretty big cat.
Oh, okay. You mean the Smilodon.
Smilodon.
Oh, Smilodon. That's what it was. Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Mispronunciation.
Simian is something else. Smilodon. Oh, that cat that you acquired.
Yes.
Mm.
Friend of mine. I have a place to keep. Won't be bothering any.
Help you eat the rats?
Oh, most definitely.
I can't see any problem with it. He attacks any of the people, he's gone.
Oh, he will not.
I'm sure.
Not
Very
unless
good.
not unless you tell him and me to do it. Then, in that case, we're off. But
Very good, Crowley. Lieutenant Wintermist, Ensign Adrenaline. She nods. Dismissal.
Yep. Thank you, Captain. Commander.
Ma'am?
Yep. Head off.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a very good feeling about this, says Celine. To Madrimlian. He's certainly been helpful so far. Do you have a name for him, Crowley?
and he's a good boy. I can talk to him, and he can talk to me. Don't see any.
Oh, I almost forgot. She says she turns around and goes back to the wardroom.
Okay.
I will wait out here. But I'm keeping in contact with her via the mind link we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Captain. May I bother you again?
Of course.
She says, our friend Lurig.
Yes.
I don't really think he has anywhere to go. I think he could use a job.
Where do you think he'd be useful?
Ship's carpenter. Well, or carpenter's mate, or apprentice, she says, depending. I don't want to. But he did some pretty impressive fast repair work when we were setting up that wreck for an ambush, she says.
She nods. She says, all right, make him the offer.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Dismissed.
Yep. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, my German's smirking when you come out of the office.
What?
It takes a higher rank than me to get the job done. Thanks, there, Lieutenant.
She is my mom, you know. She says I can occasionally ask for breaking the rules.
True, I did talk to her when we first got back with him, but I wasn't sure.
Your arrangement would have worked. It's just that I felt very uncomfortable with it, she says.
Yeah, I forgot what was his arrangement.
The arrangement was because he was not an elf, right? And you have to be an elf to join the Navy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because he was an automaton, that he would be considered property of me. I did not like this plan.
Right.
My German didn't like it originally either.
No, but it was the best we could do for him at the time. But now we have better arrangement.
Hark, the mating call of the BC stoner.
Hoot! Hoot! While they're doing all this, the sergeant will gather up the 2 midshipmen Sunfall,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll head to the armory and break out the bug suits and go practice.
Sounds good.
Is that wind I'm hearing through your mic there?
Yeah, I stepped out on my little balcony out my bedroom to have a cigarette.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe in Mark Twain's rule, Samuel Clemens,
Which was?
which was to everything in moderation, not that I'm all for it myself, but I resolve never to smoke while sleeping and never to refrain while awake.
Anyway, basically, what I had in mind was if there's a gunboat on patrol over the harbor,
Mm-hmm.
signal and see if we can start figuring out how to do boarding approaches and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, you signal the boat and they stand fast so that you can practice your approaches.
Yeah, start figuring out like the best way to approach, whether it's astern and low or
Yeah.
sails or whatever. You know, start trying to figure out the tactics of it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, first I move my stuff down to marine country.
Right. Lafathere gets back with a note.
Yep, thank you, she says, stretches her thoroughly before she reads it. You know, picks out some busted pin feathers.
Yep, the note says that's acceptable. He'll send somebody for the money.
Perfect, good work, she says to her. Thank you so much. Then she snuggles her.
She coos gently. Okay. Looking for anything in particular in the library or just passing some time?
I'm actually poking around about whatever information might be present that points in any direction towards what happened to the sergeant's parents. I'm looking for references to their names, their ships' names, right? Events that were going on at that time, right? Anything that might give me a place to start. I have no idea if our library might have it, but because we tend to have copies of naval records, it's possible.
Well, Majoma's good with naval records anyway, 'cause he's studying history of the Navy, so he'll give her a hand.
Okay. Crowley, you move your friend onto the ship.
Yep. And I'm going to talk to him and let him know that he and him have to behave ourselves while on this ship. We're allowed to many routes as we like. Basically, go over the basic rules.
Okay.
Forms.
Well, he's fully figures this is your territory. He'll just follow your lead.
Excellent. Brother?
What's that?
I say to him, thanks, brother.
Yeah, he nuzzles you. Then he licks you a couple times.
Then we'll go into where Yasma's bunk.
Where Yasma bunks? In the midshipman's quarters? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're down in the bunks there, Yasma. With anybody else who didn't say what they were doing.
Oh, is this what it's all about? Place for him, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, our little hut there that we can just.
Well,
Sort of cut in and out, so we didn't really hear you there, Don.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he can. We can use our key, our magical key there, stay in our little hut there.
mm-hmm.
We're traveling.
He has to be able to come out to hunting for rats with me.
Yeah, I'm talking about when he wants to.
Well, yeah.
Well, he climbs right onto your bunk.
Oh, that's how it's going, is it? Oh, when I'm sleeping there, you're sleeping elsewhere. You're under it.
Me and him will use the hutch. You can have your bunk.
He gets comfortable. Needs your pillow a couple times.
Now there's big slashes.
Softening it up for me.
Now there's holes in it.
Oh, crud.
Yeah, it's not like Smilodons have small claws, you know?
Yeah. His claws are
Go
about
up and-
4 inches long.
I go give him some scritches.
Yeah. Okay. You find that approaching the ship from the stern and below is probably the best way to approach it, because most weapons fire in arcs, right? And the arcs are upward. They don't fire downward.
Hydrate check, folks.
Hydrate check.
Thank you.
Hail hydrate.
I'll hydrate.
That never gets old.
Yeah, someone else actually typed that in on another stream. I think it was, I don't remember who it was.
That they play in a damp guard.
I look over at the two midshipmen and I say, we probably need to think about drawing boarding axes or something. Because it
Yeah.
looks like the best way is going to be to come up from the aft and below.
Mm-hmm.
Having to assault over the rail would be tough. It'd be a lot better if we could just go straight through the hole and start inside.
True. How about bombs?
Yeah, I mean, if we could come up with some kind of limpet mine or something that just blow a hole straight through the hole, that'd work too. But
Yeah.
like a breaching charge or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know much about it as Ruvel, but Celine is our alchemist.
Yeah, maybe we should ask Celine and Madrimline about it.
Yeah.
I have an idea. You guys are in the midshipman's berth, right?
No.
No, we're standing
No.
on the aft hole of the gunboat talking about this.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, that's probably enough practice for now. We should probably head back and secure these and get ready for lights out.
Yep.
I'll float off and signal my thanks to the gunboat.
Yeah, they wave. You guys fly off back to your ship. Yeah, these things are not the easiest things in the world to control, by the way.
Why I wanted to practice.
Yep.
This is something we're going to need to take like ranks and fly to really
Yep.
good at.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
Either fly or pilot. Right, but you have to be a spellcaster to take the ranks in pilot. Or at least have used magic device. Right, so.
Well, that might inform me on my next level choice.
Yeah.
Nerf this. This could get out of hand very quickly.
So it's more like we're stumbling through space than gracefully flying at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Sort of like the first time you were ever on a skateboard.
Hydrate again.
Hydrate again? I'm gonna wet my pants if I keep
Hail
hydrating.
hydrate!
Duly hydrated. Thank you.
I can see some potential uses for these things, but it's definitely going to take some preparation.
Yeah. It's not anything that you guys are just gonna go and go off and be like super bug men.
Yep. All right. Well, that's what I wanted to figure out. That's why I wanted to go practice.
Yep.
Lorik is going to spend this time reading the first book he picked up
Okay.
of the team.
What were the books you picked up? I forgot. I'm old. Remember that.
Wasn't it like Gunsmithing 101 and stuff like that from that guy in Whirlybird?
Yeah, it was Gus's gunsmithing, I believe.
Gus
1
is
and 2.
Gunsmiths. 1 and 2, right. Okay. Okay. No, it's not erotica.
You're fun, Rand. I hope you stick around.
That's Ryan Cook.
Ryan. Okay. You're fun, Ryan. You're cool.
You know, they gave the erotica to Celine.
They did, actually.
Yeah.
Of course, he says.
Right. Ryan is also known as Dayton.
London is
Okay. Would you prefer Ryan or Dayton?
Don't answer all at once.
Oh, we've got a few seconds delay, baby.
And what was Bonvin gonna do or say?
London will see about getting the new plant situated.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, if you're known as Dayton literally everywhere else, why did you Ryan Cook here? And that just to confuse us, huh?
Way to give him a hard time.
Well, I'm known as Aaron everywhere but on Twitch, where I'm known as Diane Morrison.
Yeah. I forgot to change the name underneath when he went live on his inaugural stream, so said he was me. It's funny. All right, Dayton, you got it. Well, that's it. It's time to get a new set of headphones, by the way.
I have.
Headphones are died.
Yeah, I've got a short.
I go by Gmino99 on the internet and most places. I think actually everywhere. I generally use that as
work
my
for
user.
tonight?
Yeah, they'll work. I gotta keep fucking with them, though.
Okay. Next week, Diane will have new headphones.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Ah, it's not a big deal. Anyway. Yes. Research.
Yes, we don't find out anything today.
Okay.
At least I know where to roughly find things. That's a good thing.
Okay. Guys turn in for the night?
Yes.
Yeah. I have to wrestle the cat off my bed,
Those
but
of us
yeah.
who don't have nighty.
What's that?
Those of us who don't have nighty.
Yes.
Night duty? Yeah. Well, technically you're all on leave still till tomorrow.
Yep. Moved down into marine country, and as soon as she sees the guys and, whatever, and the girls down there, she nods to them and says, "Hooah."
Welcome to the Marine Corps, Lieutenant.
Thank you very much, she says.
Well,
Just so you know, I'm kind of squishy, so, because I'm the healer, but I'll work at that, she says.
well, says Ruvel, we were thinking we wanted to talk to some alchemists.
Yes.
Can you make bombs?
Yeah, absolutely, she says. What kind of bombs are we talking about?
Something that we could stick on the side of the hull of a ship that would blow a hole in it?
That might require some technological finagling, she says. Fortunately, though, Lurig has a job. So we'll talk to him. Or we'll talk to Arden. One of them should be able to figure it out. As for the catalyst, yeah, no problem, she says.
Okay, he nods. And Sergeant figured it would be a good idea if we could breach hulls with these bug suits going through the hull rather than over the deck.
Oh, that's a good idea,
Right.
she says.
Gnomes use them in force.
Right.
Right.
But we've only got a small group, so we're not going to
Right.
get away with that.
Right, not on any big ship.
Huh.
Well, picking up on the conversation because of the mind link, Midrimley goes, you know, I think I can make a alchemical compound for sticking things to ship sides.
Is he in the room, or is he in another room?
We're still mind linked.
Yeah, I know, but the question is whether I'm talking to you directly or whether I'm going to mention what you said to other people.
He's in a different room.
Madrimlian figures he can come up with an adhesive compound.
Now you talk for Butterbliad. Okay.
Well, he's still getting used to this telepathy thing, so he's been kind
Right.
of mind-linking me. He's got his fingers to his temple and he's thinking stuff. And Celine says, I think that Ruavel is thinking mocking thoughts at you.
Tell me careful or I might just knock him on his ass mentally.
I didn't even know if you could do that. I'm not making that threat on your behalf, she says.
So is there like a ship store?
Yep. PX?
Yeah.
Yep.
The sergeant will swing by and he'll pick up the equivalent of a notebook.
A notebook? They have exactly that. Notebooks.
Okay.
Right. They cost 1 gold piece.
Yep. And I guess I'll need a inkwell and a
Ink or
pen
pencil
or
or
something to write with.
pencil.
Yeah, they do have like charcoal pencils kind of deal at this time.
Yeah, whatever I need to write with. Before he turns in, he'll start writing down stuff, starting with the title, A Basic Premise of Tactical Uses of Bug Suits.
Okay. You're going to write a book on the subject. Excellent.
Yep.
Make a note of that title there, Brianna, if you don't mind, because I will include that at some point as an in-world document.
Mm-hmm.
What was that if someone was speaking and we didn't catch it? No? Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a little poking around about alchemical compounds that are explosive. As far as I know, right, what we currently have is black powder. Rarely used, but it does exist.
Mm-hmm.
Gnomes use it more than anybody else.
That's fact. Figure Lurik might even know how to make it. He does use firearms. That's where you find out that it's mostly used in.
Oh, that's true. She'll go talk to him before she goes to sleep.
Okay.
Where's Lurik?
He's sitting in the library reading with Madrimlian.
That goes back up there. Hey, she says.
Alright, noted, but I spelled his last name wrong.
Hello. What's up?
Well, I have a question, but it just occurred to me. She says, do you sleep?
No, I do not, actually.
Oh, all right then. Well, you're still going to need a locker to store your things. She says, I assume you probably know how to make black powder, right?
In premise, I'm just picking it up from the book I'm reading now, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should combine efforts. I'm an alchemist, she says.
So am I. Looks over at the book.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're sitting with the right team then. She comes and sits down by them. She says the sergeant was thinking that breaching charges might be a good idea to breach a ship's hull with the bug suits.
The other thing I was thinking about is why not utilize a, instead of having a timer on it, a impact detonation.
Well, you could do that. She says that's not very sophisticated. I mean, like an eggshell grenade would do that, she says.
Well, I'm just thinking about those bug suits. How close do you have to be to place a charge, and if you don't time it right, you're not going to be out of the range. But I guess we could shape it.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to Lurik. I figured maybe he might have some... I don't know, are you a technologist at all?
You come from Earlyberg, yes, you
I
are.
have some mechanical skills.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking that perhaps a technological
I
solution
imagine
to this.
if you took and you made kind of a wedge V shape and placed that against the hull, and had the outer back layer be more resilient than the inner one, that might work.
That makes sense. Okay.
Basically, he just described how shape charges work.
Yep. Yes, he did. Yeah, she says... Yeah, okay. This would take some practice. We'd have to practice adhering it to the hull, right? And then, I guess, kicking off and getting out of the range of the explosion. But with the wedge, it would channel forward rather than backward.
And outward.
And outward. Cool, she says.
Well, if we can make up some dummy ones to start with, gives practice on setting them.
Sure, we can do a low-grade black powder, do some flashbang type things that's mostly light. Yeah, we could do that. I don't know if I'd want to practice with them on the ship. We should probably do that elsewhere. Just in case of disaster, she says. Especially with our first compounds.
And getting leave to do that would be interesting.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure we could actually arrange that. She says we're going to be required to do exercises, and, you know, it would make sense to be using that time to improve our technology and our tactics. No, that makes sense. Space rocks or something, she says.
Should I put it into the Engineers Corps then?
Well, I don't know. Maybe, she says. Is that what you want to be doing? I was just going to get your help for this, but if you're interested in getting more involved...
Well, what I want to do is start my own elite corps up, but right now, I'm still just an ensign. This Navy does not have enough intelligence.
Yeah, she looks over at Lurik and she says, Madrimlian's been talking about this for some time, right? He thinks that a formalized department that handles naval intelligence might be a good idea.
I couldn't see how it would be a bad idea.
Just some historical reference, by the way, if this sounds like, well, why wouldn't they have an intelligence division, which is something that I thought, right, when coming to navies and whatnot. Actually, formal intelligence divisions like this are a fairly new development. It's, like, even in the Napoleonic Wars and whatnot, you had mostly people loosely associated with the military and private citizens passing on what they happened to glean, right? There were people who were trained in reading semaphore and semaphore towers were something that had been recently developed by the French, right? And that is how they ended up in broader use, right? People figured out their system, their code, but that was more of a practical on the spot thing at the time. It wasn't a formal division, so it's a new concept in a navy of this time period.
Yeah. And Dayton light fingers, just so you're aware, if your light fingers attach themselves to anything of mine, you will be Dayton no fingers. Because I will bite them off and eat them.
I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I think we've got a very reasonable plan here, she says. Smiles, looks around at them.
Right, I'm gonna start looking at the alchemical section. What we have in... Oh wait, I've got my own book on that. Pulls it out.
Yeah, good idea, she says. What time is it, by the way?
It's about... let me think here. 2 bells into the night watch.
Oh, it's rather late.
Well, that's not rather late. It's a little after 8 o'clock. 8:30. No,
Well, when's my next duty
9
shift?
o'clock. When's your next duty shift?
Yeah.
In the morning.
First watch, morning watch, or
Forenoon.
forenoon watch?
Forenoon.
Forenoon watch, okay. Yeah, she's got time then to do a little poking around in this for a couple hours. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you asking what the game time is? Dayton?
I think he was inquiring as whether or not we were referring to game time or actual time.
Ah. Oh, okay.
I believe the correct term for the game. I believe the correct term is ship time.
Yep.
Yeah. I see you're called Light Fingers because you're missing a pinky. Did you try and take something of mine before? What have we got that going on?
He was being witty.
Well, I have said what I'm up to, and I know it's going to be a couple hours.
What's going on?
What's
My
that?
stuff literally takes all day because magic item crafting is fun.
I got something.
So this is just like another free day?
Oh, fuck. It's coming from out there. Sounded like it was coming from my headphones.
Oh. He thought he had like some background.
I thought I had
interference.
Philip DeFranco playing in the background.
Yeah, he does in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to say, it sounds like the general consensus is that we're basically... Hey?
You're basically which?
You cut off there, Chris, that's all.
Oh,
Sounds like
I
this
just
can-
was saying... I was saying that sounds like the general consensus is that we're basically ready to move on to the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right. Yes, while you're sleeping, that's something happens. So, all right. Madrimlian.
Yeah?
You wake up, everything's really quiet.
Okay. I am going to look around very quickly and see who's all still in here.
Well, everybody's sleeping.
Right, start waking people up quietly.
Okay, who you wake up first?
The Golden Bow boys. Not Golden Bow, the Sunfall boys.
Which one?
I'll start with the first one that came to us, not Xerxes.
Ruavel.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
you
get.
go over and you shake Ruavel as he rolls over. You see that he's missing one eye. Right? And there's some sort of goo coming out of the socket. And he's not breathing.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to check on Arden then.
Okay? When you pull the blankets off of Arden, you find that the top of his head is caved in.
Oh, okay, I see what's going on now.
Sorry, comment in the chat. Aye, Captain.
Alright, he's got a funny feeling. So he's actually going to run his hand over his own lips and see if there's anything there.
You got lips, teeth.
No excess moisture or something, anything that's unaccounted for?
Probably a lot of sweat at the moment.
No random tentacles showing up?
Are you thinking, do you have random tentacles coming out of your face?
No, I'm thinking the Cthulhuns are known for eating the brains of their victims, and because of the Cthulhu brain fluid I ingested, I might have ended up with a subconscious actions and need.
Creepy horror shit. I love it.
See? That's what happens when you drink Cthulhu brain fluid.
Uh-huh, by accident. How did that actually happen? Was that an accident or something?
Yes.
He reached for his coffee, which he was cooking on the Bunsen burner, while he was doing alchemical research into toxins at an alchemist shop, and grabbed the brain fluid instead.
Alright, he's gonna check the rest of the ensigns.
Everybody in here is dead. Everybody but you. Doesn't you hear movement from the deck?
Okay, head to the deck. Check the time.
It's, according to the clock, it's about 2 bells into the morning watch.
So just about time for my shift to start.
Just about 5 a.m. No.
Okay, I'm going to actually go report to the captain.
Okay, you run up on deck, you see the crew shuffling about on the deck with lifeless eyes and their heads missing their brains. But they're shuffling around like zombies.
Yep.
This can't be real, this can't be real, this can't be real. He's gonna punch himself in the gut as hard as he can.
Okay.
Pinch yourself in extreme fashion.
You bite off your thumb. Okay, you punch yourself in the gut. Nothing seems to happen. Doesn't hurt at all, really.
Okay, he's realizing he's having a nightmare. So he is going to have to ride this out or find somebody to change it.
Uh-huh. It's... Oh.
Wait. He's gonna sit down and enter a hypnotic state.
Do you have auto hypnosis?
Yes, I do.
Okay, roll it.
Come on, be nice to me. I'm also going to spend a point of inspiration.
Okay.
So a grand total of 24.
Okay, you wake up.
Now,
Yo,
just
just about the time everybody else is waking up. You wake up screaming.
yeah, and then realizes he's actually awake now because everybody's getting up, and he breathes a huge sigh of relief.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna have to excuse me. I'm going to see the Carrigan.
So he woke up screaming.
I don't know. I'm in marine country. I'm nowhere near this.
No, he's in
What
the
was
midshipman's
that?
berth.
I'm not in the midshipman's berth.
Right. Sorry. Forgot. Dayton says hydrate.
Hail, hydrate.
See, but you should almost change that to say hail hydrate just instead of just hydrate.
I almost should. I might do something weird for an emote for that. That might be fun.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Ruavel sort of grabs you as you go by there. And says, "You okay, man?"
Yeah, he is white. So,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to see the Carrigan because I just had the most horrific nightmare, and I think it might be a side effect of...
Do you think you should do it in dirty shorts? He says.
Thanks, I'll change first.
Yeah. Yeah, you realize that you've soiled yourself.
Yeah, so he will change and then he'll head
Finn
down
looks
to the...
concerned and says,
What's that there, Rowan?
Finn looks concerned and she says, I'll accompany you just to be on the safe side. This is sort of beyond my wicket of minor mendings.
Thank you.
I'm as well curious. Mind if I tag along? Says Crowley.
Well, I can't order you not to.
He was clearly trying to make a joke, and it didn't. He came across as being very tense there for Crowley's
Yeah.
benefit.
As for the rest of you, you've got duties to get ready for.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, and then he'll head out.
Okay.
On Vin going along to make sure he makes it safely.
Yep.
Yeah, at the moment he's actually not too steady on his feet either.
No, I bet not.
Nope.
Well, she'll lend him an arm and help lead the way. He's obviously a little mixed still from the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Crowley's gonna help him along as he can too.
Okay.
There is a way I could get some of this, I suppose. I forgot that I'm still kind of connected to Madrimley and he hasn't,
Yeah.
broken the connection. Do I get any of this dream? Do I get
Not
his
any of the
fear when he
dream,
wakes
just
up?
this is fear when he wakes up and this horror that's going through his head. You're not on duty yet.
Well, throw some, clothes on quickly, work uniform, and head that way.
Okay. You meet him heading into the ship's doctor.
What's up, she says.
This is your nightmare.
Must have been some nightmare, she says. You alright?
I don't know, but when you're the only survivor on a ship full of, undead elves, it's kind of freaky.
She says. Well, I hope that's not premonitory, she says. I've heard that can be a thing with psychic ability. Okay, keep me posted, okay? I gotta get ready for my shift.
Yes, ma'am.
Will
Gives
do.
him a squeeze on the shoulder and heads off.
Actually, he doesn't say yes, ma'am. He says Avalana.
Yep. You head in.
Hey, actually, if I might interrupt for a moment to do some world-related stuff.
Okay.
Right, it occurs to me I've got a bit of a conflict here. Right? Originally, I was kind of adapting a term from something that I was using from a fan fiction perspective, and I had different terms for sir and ma'am. But it occurs to me that I have said that in my elf language and culture, they're not particularly concerned about differentiating between gender. Do you think they would have separate terms? Or should they have one? What's your
I
thoughts,
think just
guys?
one.
I think they'd have separate terms because it's not Elven. They're speaking Elfin, not Elven,
That's true.
right? And Elfin does have gendered terms. They're clumsy and stupid, but
Yeah,
like
but
they
it
are
comes
in
from
English.
Elvish.
right, like they are in English because they come from a language that doesn't have them.
Okay, so one vote, well, actually 2 votes for 1 term and 1 vote for 2 terms because Dayton agrees that there should be 1.
I say 2.
Okay. Good point. Dayton says, or 1 for a superior, 1 for an inferior. Elves are often dicks.
What do you mean, often?
That's a good point. Okay.
Just from like a historical type point,
Mhm.
guess you'd say. Sir and ma'am has always been a thing since forever.
Yeah.
It's only like the super progressive communist type ones that try to do away with the difference
Like
between
me?
the genders.
No, I'm not. I'm not quite that super progressive. I think that there's lots of genders, so it's cool. But
So
yeah.
I'm just saying militarily, when you
Right.
look at it, it's only been like the super revolutionary type militaries that have tried to do away with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the Russians in Comrade.
Okay, so people basically think I should save it for flavor more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for, thoughts on that, whether that came across as inconsistent or not. I guess I was overthinking it. Fair enough. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, on with the show. You
Yep.
head into the ship's doctor, who happens to be, I can't remember his first name, Tremaine. The ship's druid.
Yeah, the Elder Tremaine there.
Yeah. He looks up, he says, "You look white as a ghost."
And that's because I thought I saw an entire ship full of them.
Nightmare?
You could say that.
Come sit down.
Yep, it does. Placing the tips of his fingers across his forehead and just digs his nails in type thing.
Self-mutilation is not going to solve the problem, says Tremaine. Though it could improve your looks.
Avalon.
He says, "Alright, let me take a look at you. I'm going to give you an exam."
Yep, submits to the exam.
Druids see dicks. Hey, what's worse, he's an elf druid. What's worse is he's an alpha elf druid. So he's got like 3 dicks.
Unbin will just hand him stuff as he needs.
Yeah. He uses a bright light to shine in your eyes and check your dilation, check your,
My pulse is just racing.
He says to Von Vin, "Can you make me up some valerian root, please?"
Right away.
The first thing we're going to do is get your system under some sort of normalness.
Avalon.
He says your heart is racing, your blood pressure is through the roof. He says,
Well, he is going to attempt to go into like a meditative trance through the auto-hypnosis to see if that can slow things down.
okay. You roll your auto-hypnosis.
Not spending the inspiration on this one. $13.
Okay. You get a somewhat grip on yourself. A few minutes later, when Von Vin comes in with the valerian root tea, that helps. Yeah.
Yeah, he takes it and starts drinking it slowly because he knows he need to take it slow.
He says, "So tell me about it. What's going on?"
Nightmare that I was the only survivor on the ship and that everybody had had their brains removed. And some were shuffling around like zombies.
And you think it has something to do with the brain fluid you drank?
I'm afraid it might. So when I first encountered the midshipmen still in their bunks but dead, I checked to see if I had anything on my own lips, just in case.
In your dream?
Yes, in my dream.
Ah, okay.
I thought I was awake.
Nightmares have a habit of doing that.
Excuse me.
So, alright.
I realized it was a nightmare when I got up on deck, and somewhere I couldn't believe it was real, so I hit myself in the gut as hard as I could. No pain.
The amount of adrenaline going through your system, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I doubt that you would have felt it. The adrenaline is still going through your system, your heart's still racing. That's why we're trying to bring your system.
Yeah, so I used auto-hypnosis in the nightmare, and that's what woke me up.
You disconnected from the nightmare, that's good. You feel rested? No.
I didn't quite catch all that, Aaron.
It says, do you feel rested?
No.
He says, well, I'll check your blood. Says, give me a little sample.
Oh, look, it's a phlebotomy.
Oh, what?
Phlebotomy.
Phlebotomy?
I put it in the chat.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a blood draw, actually.
Ah. Well, yeah, he just had to take your pinprick and put your finger with this little swipe of blood onto a screen that you can look under a microscope with. After a few minutes, he says, I can't see anything in your blood. You don't have any toxins moving through your system, aside from the valerian root. Checks your pulse again. Well, your pulse is down. If I had to guess, I'd say you gave yourself a pretty good... Pardon, Lonvin?
I was going to suggest that maybe he start wearing his thought shield when he goes to bed. Perhaps other people's stuff has seeped through and influenced his sleep.
Not. I don't know much about psionics. I imagine that could be helpful. Can you sleep with a helmet on?
I don't know, but I can try putting the bowler over my face.
Be something. He says, I think you've given yourself a great scare is what's gone on here. He says, if it returns, if you have a reoccurring nightmare, let me know.
Avalon.
In the meantime, do you feel up to working today?
I have a duty to the ship and the Navy.
Yes, and to yourself and to the gods, he says, but do you feel up to working today? I can exempt you.
Not really.
Then I imagine you should go and relax in the garden for the day?
Avalon.
Since I will inform the captain.
Avalon.
Alright. If you start feeling yourself racing again, come back and talk to me.
Yes, sir. And with that, he will head to the garden, find a nice quiet spot, and set up into a meditative pose and just try and meditate for the day.
Okay?
Is there anything else you'd like me to do this morning, sir?
Mm-hmm. I would like you to keep an eye on your friend. I'm not entirely certain
Yes,
that
sir.
it's natural. He says.
Yeah, me either. Okay, I'll keep an eye on them and keep you posted if anything comes up or I
Sure.
observe anything odd.
Sure, and if he gets anxious again, give him a little more valerian. Not enough to make him dependent on it.
Well, when he sits down and tries to go into an auto-hypnotic state...
You're interrupting Rowan.
So, quarter cup?
Yeah, he says. Yeah, that's about right.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Brana.
Well, once he sits down and tries to go into the auto-hypnotic trance state, he completely and utterly fails.
Roll the 1.
Oh, yeah.
You fall asleep.
Okay.
Okay, in the meantime, people report to their duty stations.
Yep. I don't suppose I have a new uniform yet, do I?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm just going to have to be out of uniform today.
Mm-hmm.
Got your acting lieutenant uniform.
Yeah, but that's for Navy, not for Marine Corps.
Yep, report to my duty station, which I assume is training with the Marines today.
Yep.
Hey, fun.
The sergeant turns his platoon out for pre-breakfast calisthenics on the deck.
Yep. You've been given charge of these midshipmen, so...
I expect to see the Mr. Sunfalls there and whoever else is...
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Von Vin, and...
Asthma.
Yasma, thank you.
Von Vin isn't Marine, but Arden is.
I meant Arden, actually. I looked right at him, too, on the picture. Except for he's right beside Von Vin, so... yeah,
So we
Arden
run
and
through
Yasma.
So we run through the pre-breakfast calisthenics and turn loose or chow.
I will submit myself to the calisthenics. I figure I better be able to keep the fuck up.
Yeah, you guys have a pretty good workout.
I'm not used to this level of workout, so I probably feel like I've been running through a ringer, but that's okay. I'll catch up eventually.
You're not used to it.
Nope.
I'm so really new to this.
She's never even been in the military before.
That's true. I suppose I'm better off than she is. At least I've pulled some ropes.
Yeah, what's Crowley doing?
Hunting rats.
Hunting rats, okay.
Yeah, the rats are all in hiding. Holy fuck, it's the biggest cat I've ever seen! Ah!
Rats abandoned ship.
Yeah, there's no rats, they left.
Who are you asking there, Chris?
I was gonna say things probably got a little more intense when the sergeant showed up, given his beefiness.
Yeah. Yep.
That's no cat, says Dean. Yeah, well,
Yeah, no.
I'll try to keep up.
After Crowley finds good meal for him and Raja, and a couple extra for the owl.
Laugh at there.
Yes. Tootle along and find Madrimley and just
You find Madrimlian? You got off right after that.
find Madrimley.
Okay. Okay, so you find Madrimlian sleeping in the garden and having an obvious nightmare.
Vonvin was supposed to be keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, you were making his tea and he went to sleep. You got back about this time too.
Oh, crap, says Vonvin. She touches him on the shoulder and says softly, Madrimlian, you're having a nightmare. Wake up.
Okay, in your dream, Madrimlian, you're wandering around on the deck of the ship and there's all these undead walking. And Vonvin begins to approach you. She puts one hand out and puts it on the side of your face. And then her teeth turn to these maw of shark-like fangs. And she sinks it into your arm. The pain is excruciating.
Well, since I don't have my sword with me, I am going to, and she doesn't have a brain, so I can't telepathically lash out. I'm going to just have to physically kick her off. I know it's going to rip.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
I'm AFK for a moment.
A fucking kid? What's your attack roll, Siobhan?
13.
13? What's your flat-footed armor class there, Vonvin?
Just a sec here. $12.
12, okay? You get a pair of elven boots in the stomach and go flying. Collapsing, you collapse onto the ground basically. It's not any serious damage, but wins you a bit.
Right, while I'm regaining my breath, I sort of pant out, Crowley, go get the chief surgeon, please.
Okay. I'll run off and get the surgeon.
Okay.
And before the surgeon can get back, to as I'm running through the garden, I'm gonna pick up a stone.
Okay.
Maybe about the size of a marble, not a
Yeah.
big one, just something
Yeah, okay.
small.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna say, "Hey, I know this old trick, but we have to wake him up." So I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna lift it. Then I'm going to try and wake him up.
You're gonna try and wake him up?
Well,
Okay.
at first, hold on. Okay, this is out of game for a moment.
You want to go to the private room?
Can we?
Yeah. Just go to your team speak. Right? The private
Okay, hold on
convo
one sec.
1. And go to private convo 1.
I'm back. Whoops.
Just waiting for Wildflower to figure
Clicking
out
on it, then it's not doing anything.
Channel switched.
There you go.
Yeah, I switched to it.
Was this one mine?
Yeah, one of them's yours.
Okay.
Channel
They
switched.
left. Maybe try it now. Oh.
Okay, won't switch to it. Can you long click on it and right click and see if you can switch to it? I know you're
User
on your phone.
left your channel.
There we go. We'll be right back, guys.
Channel switched.
Okay, we're in a private conversation now. Only Sable can hear us.
Well, I'm removing my earphones, so I'll only hear your side, babe. It's only fair.
Okay.
Okay. As I touch him on the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
going to eat the curse.
Okay.
So that when I shake him, he's wake up. And then we'll continue.
Okay. Okay, right. Alright. Okay, go back to the other room now.
I'm gonna put my earphone back in.
Channel switched.
We'll just wait for them to get back now.
User joined your channel.
Okay.
Well, what I was going to do before anything else is, in my dream, I'm going to start ripping off a length of my tunic to wrap around the wound of my arm.
Okay. Alright. You hear Crowley's voice say to you, "It's a dream. Wake up."
Alright, I will try to wake myself up.
Yeah, you find yourself, you're sort of sitting cross-legged on the ground with your shirt torn. Alright? And Crowley's got a hand on your shoulder. Alright? And Von Vin is standing with her hand on her stomach.
Do I want to know what happened?
I have an old remedy for nightmares. But gotta do it once a day for a week. Okay? See this stone? Take it, swallow it. Okay? One stone about this size, day for a week, those nightmares will go away.
Okay.
Have you seen this work on an elf or a humanoid before? Other than Phoenix?
Oh, I'm sure it will work. My people are knowledge keepers. We have knowledge from across the galaxy. This will work.
My drumlin will tentatively take the stone and look at it and try to figure out how he's going to swallow it.
It's only a stone about the size of a marble.
Yeah, you know how hard it is to swallow certain pills? And they're smaller than that.
Yeah.
No, it's probably smaller than that, isn't it?
You said I grabbed one about the size of a marble.
Okay.
Crowley will whisper to him, "Can take him suppositorily, but that's not."
And he looks for something to drink.
There's a pond in here with clean water in it. There's fish in it, but it's clean.
Alright, he'll pull his cup from his haversack.
Yeah.
Get a cup full of water and put the stone in his mouth and hope the heck it goes down.
Gulp. Okay, yeah, you can gulp down a stone. It doesn't go down very easy, but it goes down.
Dayton says, hydrate, sync with character.
Hydrate. Okay. Ale hydrate.
Ale hydrate.
Thanks for redeeming the hydrate points there, Silk. That's great. Yes, Gaming Munchies, I am eating an ice cream sandwich because I am melting in my living room.
I am in my bedroom and I am not telling you exactly what I'm wearing.
I am not interested in what you're wearing. In this heat, probably nothing, and I don't blame you at all.
Strangely, I'm dressed.
Remember, Madrimlian, gotta do that. Hey.
You cut
Right.
it there.
Every day for a week, I understand.
Okay.
Next time, though, I'm poking you with a stick.
What did I do?
Kicked me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be alright. It just winded me a bit, that's all. No damage.
Okay, thank goodness. I take it this is about the time that Elder Tremaine shows up?
Yep. Are you alright? Says.
Me or her, sir?
The both of you. It looks like you've been wrestling.
I'm just a little bit winded. I went to go fetch some tea to have on hand, and when I came back, he was having a nightmare again. And when I tried to wake him, he was violent and kicked me. No damage done, though.
Alright. Are you feeling better?
Yes and no. May I be a request being placed in the brig for a week, sir?
You need to be placed in the brig for a week. Why?
Posture check. Thank you.
Yeah, my
Troy
posture
McHero.
sucks. I checked it. It sucked.
never gets old. Either.
Well, Crowley says his people have a remedy for nightmares, and that I have to do something, a small stone about the size of a marble every day, just one, for a week, and I would prefer to be someplace where I cannot lash out against a crew member.
Well, try it for one night, and if you have a good sleep, but make sure to eat your own daily.
You sort of cut half in and out there.
If you have a good night's sleep, we caught.
Yeah, get a good night's sleep. Try anyway, and if the nightmares are gone, then go back to your regular bunk. But remember to eat your stone daily.
Right.
Nope.
No, not
Just a
yet.
quiet moment.
Just a quiet moment. Now we're done. Anyway. 9. Anyway. He says, I can't attest to the veracity of Crowley's claims. I'm not familiar with his people.
It has something to do with the minerals in the stuff.
I wouldn't mind having additional medical attention just to make sure.
Sure, why don't you come into the infirmary and get some sleep?
Yeah, heads into the infirmary.
Yeah. In the meantime, you guys finish your calisthenics. You feel much older than you really are.
Things
much
hurt that I
older.
didn't know existed.
Yep.
Please tell me it gets easier.
It does, she says. Just gotta get used to it.
Okay.
Sergeant looks over and says, "No, it just gets harder."
Yeah, because the when you get used to this stage, then you up it.
Good point.
Oh, lovely.
She says. We're gonna be in
That's how you
great shape
get
by the time this
better.
is done, she says cheerfully.
That's how you get better, says Xerxes.
Yeah, we'll be looking real sexy.
You're already looking really sexy, he says.
Aww.
Well,
You guys notice that the sergeant is basically not sweating at all.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we're like, fucking asshole.
Yep, he didn't even break a sweat. You just got warmed up.
I'm panting and sweating and dying over here.
Yep. I'm not doing much better. Some, but not much.
Yeah, and you've had a month more than Celine has.
Actually, that's true. She's been training for a month. Oh, well, not with the sergeant, though.
Oh.
And the sergeant is kind of a hard ass. So.
And he's training in bug suits,
Yeah.
which is about 20 pounds of armor. Which doesn't sound like a lot until you put it on your arms and legs and try and run.
You know what the big thing is with armor that nobody really gets unless they've worn it? Right? Heat.
Yeah.
It gets really hot.
It's
It
really
does not
smoking
sweat
fucking
well.
hot in armor.
Imagine.
Yeah, and you dehydrate so fast it's not funny.
Yeah, it's true. No required.
So the sergeant grins at the midshipmen and the lieutenants in his platoon, and he says, "All right, let's for chow. We got weapons practice after."
Yes, Sergeant.
Absolutely, Sergeant. Sounds good.
Avalana.
He takes the lieutenant aside. He says, "Ma'am, you might want to get check with the major and see if we have anything else on the schedule for today. See what platoon he really wants you with."
Good idea. She says thank you. Yep.
Yep.
I will do that on the way to Chow. Go check in with Major.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the major is figuring out schedules at the moment, it looks like. Lieutenant, he says.
Sir, she says.
He says, I want you to train with the bug suits.
Avalan, she says.
Think you're up to it?
She says, I think it's where I'm most needed, sir, so I will be, she says.
All right, I'm holding you to it.
Yes, sir.
Your job is to keep them alive.
Absolutely, sir, she says. Did you have anything specific on the agenda today, sir?
He says, there's more training with the bug suits.
Sergeant Mithrathus? Have I finally got that right?
Yes.
Yay! Okay. Sergeant Mithrathus had an idea that I think is excellent, she says. He was experimenting with tactics last night. He says that since we can't organize a large force like the gnomes do, our best use is probably insertion. He was thinking that we should try to come up with explosive charges to breach a ship hull.
Explosive charges?
Yes, sir. She says, I was
like a
talking...
fireball or something.
No, an alchemical explosive.
Ah, an alchemical.
I was talking to Lurig, our new carpenter's mate.
Lurig, I don't think I know him.
I don't believe you do yet, sir. He's the mechanical gnome.
Ah, you mean that's a person?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Had an unfortunate accident, I'm given to understand. Medical artificer.
Prosthetics?
Yes, sir. I know, right? She says.
Wow, he says.
Unfortunately, he doesn't know the name of the artificer. I would track him down and make him join the Navy if he weren't part of it. She says.
Yeah.
She says, well, I was talking to him, and I was also talking to Madrimlian, who is also an alchemist, and I am too, sir. Right, and we think that we can create a shaped charge and use black powder as a catalyst, such that it will blow the explosive force in one direction. We could adhere it to the side of a ship, at least theoretically. We would need room to experiment with this, which I understand is somewhat of a premium on a ship, she says, especially since we don't have a powder magazine.
Says, I'll arrange to have your group transferred over to Captain... Your name? Name time. Ow. Captain Gilded Spirit's ship. She's got a magazine. Powder magazine you can experiment with.
Excellent, sir.
It's just for a week or so.
Sounds good. Thank you, she says.
Okay.
What was that name, sorry?
Celine Gilded Spirit.
I didn't quite catch the first name, but I got the last name. What's the ship name?
making random ship generator names, eh?
Yeah.
A random ship name generator. I'll see if I can come up with that for next week.
The Sword of Stars.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'll have you guys transferred over to the Sword of Stars for a week. You can practice with their powder magazine and.
Thank you, sir. That sounds excellent, she says.
Yes, you might want to take that Lurik with you. They just got gnomes on that ship.
Sounds good, she says.
Says you guys will be patrolling around Whirlybird.
Sounds like fun, sir.
Yeah. Okay, go let your team know and guess pack your stuff. Y'all got some breakfast first.
Avalan, thank you, she says.
All right.
Nods at the dismissal, salutes, heads out.
Yep. You guys head down for chow.
Goes and joins the Marines at chow. She says, so the Major basically had bug suit training mostly on the agenda today. I broached the subject of the charge, the breaching charge. We have an idea of how we might be able to make that work, Sergeant. We would need room to experiment, so I asked about whether that would be possible. We're going to be temporarily transferred to the Sword of Stars because they have a powder magazine.
Suppose that could work if you're planning on using powder for the breaching charge.
Regardless.
Try to find out if there's a Hulk somewhere, ma'am, that we can actually test the charges on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our duty will include patrolling around Whirlybird for the week, so I'm sure that we can acquire something from the shipyards. Personally, purchase some cladding and beams, if nothing else, she says.
All right,
Well,
sounds
right.
good, ma'am.
Okay, she says, so we're supposed to move over after breakfast.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
have the guys pack up the bug suits and breakfast and
Yes,
ready
sir.
for the move.
Yep. Madrimland, you get some sleep. The stone worked.
Okay.
Okay. Von Vin.
Does
Go ahead.
Celine mention that he said to take Lyric with us?
Oh, yeah, right. We're supposed to take Lurik with us because he's going to be assisting us in the project. I guess we're going to have to take Madrimlian too. I didn't discuss that, but he's also...
Which means you'll have to speak to the captain, ma'am, because they're still Navy.
Yes, I will. You're absolutely right, she says. I'll talk to the captain after breakfast myself, then too, she says. I want to check in on Madrimlian anyway. He had some kind of horrific nightmare last night.
Yeah, I was worried about the kid.
Lieutenant Tremaine is concerned. He thinks that it might not be an entirely natural nightmare. It might have something to do with that brain juice.
He looks at the sergeant and goes, I didn't drink Cthulhu brain juice.
Oh, God. Puns in the chat. Silk says, poor guy is going to be stoned for a while. I'm just wondering what happens when it comes out the other end. That's what I want to know. I'm not sure I do want to know, but...
Sergeant just shakes his head and he says, "Oh, think you're getting ready for the move, ma'am. You take care of the paperwork."
Absolutely, she says.
We'll have the suits all ready to go, ma'am.
Okay.
Before we leave, I'll go speak to the major.
Go speak to the major, okay? Yeah, he's, like I said, now he's overseeing some training operation. Staff Sergeant, he says.
I'll approach and salute, sir.
Yeah, he returns it.
I just was wondering, sir, are we forming a special unit for the bug suits? It's going to be separate and autonomous, or is this extra duty?
He says, yes, the captain wants to form a separate unit for the bug suits. She saw you practicing with them, and it gave her the idea that we could then make a specialized unit that could be used for infiltration on ships to get people aboard and get, well, frankly, less casualties.
That was my thought too, sir. So, what's the command situation with this?
He says, well, you're in charge of those midshipmen, but technically Celine is in charge there.
Evelyn, sir. So she's our squad lieutenant.
Yep, she's your squad lieutenant. All right.
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't still reporting to the other lieutenant. So.
No.
I knew what was going on. Thanks for your
Excellent.
time, sir.
No problem, he says, and run those little buggers ragged. I heard what they did with the bloody gnome. He says.
Sergeant just kind of looks like, at him with the stone face, like, and I wasn't, sir.
I thought you might have been taking it a little easy, he says.
Posture check, guys. Thank you.
Yep, posture still sucks. I checked.
Get ready for the move over to the Sword of Stars. And
yeah.
I was asking the lieutenant, but maybe you know, sir, are there any hulked ships in orbit or anything that we could maybe practice on?
I'm sure. I'll look into it, and I'll have you an answer by the end of the day.
Thank you, sir.
You're dismissed,
I
Sergeant?
dismiss, sir. Thank you, sir. Back off, Luke, Avalon, and...
Yep.
Yeah, Siobhan highlighted a message. Well, Sable, you can now do this prompt if you haven't already. Describe an elite or highly specialized military unit in your world. Yes, I certainly could. I just considered that, actually. I was going to write about the Black Arrows project, but I might do this one instead.
Heard about the Bugmen?
Yep.
That's sort of like writing about the Frogmen in World War II. Those are the predecessors to the Navy SEALs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah, we have to come up with a better name than Bugmen.
Yep. Definitely.
First Tactical Assault Suit Squad or something?
First Tactical Assault Suit Squad.
Space Marines! Armored Space Marines. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. We do need a better name.
I like Bugmen.
Yeah. No. Probably a moniker we're going to get saddled with regardless, but...
Dayton says Leaping Legion.
Riding torpedoes. Well, we do have to figure out our tactics for approach, that's for sure. Won't be torpedoes though. We don't have torpedoes in this world. This is all like, it's still
Yet.
the predecessor cannons aren't even widely used yet. It's they call them catapults and ballista, but they're not really
Exactly,
because they're
catapults and
designed
ballistas.
for
Direct
you know,
shooting.
yeah, 0G and whatnot. They're not you know, it's not exactly that. I'm gonna have to rework the technicals, but yeah. Down the ballista, full speed ahead.
Are accelerators a thing?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They don't come in. They don't come in, and they're called rail guns in this game.
Okay.
And they don't come into effect until sometime in the middle of the second
Interstellar
War.
Yeah.
And you guys are just starting the first.
Well,
Right?
not even.
Yeah, we haven't even started the first Interstellar
Yeah.
War yet. This is a weird things when
Did
you're
I?
playing the prehistory of your
Well,
world.
maybe.
Yeah, Crowley might have just started it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yep. He may have. Yeah, exactly, Silk. I agree with you. No drag or grab, so at least flies straight. Yes, and
Yeah.
if you manage to get it to a certain level of acceleration before it leaves the etheric membrane, then it'll just keep carrying on at that acceleration.
Speed.
But yeah, ship combat looks a lot like it does in naval ship combat, where you make passes, you know, ideally to broadside one another.
Mm-hmm.
But we could use tow ropes.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Tow ropes on the end of the catapult stones. Woohoo!
Harpoons.
Harpoons is a good idea.
That's how
Well, I mean-
boarding actions are done, I imagine, is you harpoon the other ship and then pull them in. Or something.
Well, I was just thinking if we use tow ropes, we could get beyond the etheric membrane, but still have the acceleration of the ship and then break away and use the flying ability.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. That's a good idea.
That makes sense.
Attack of the Space Skiers.
The Space Witch.
Wakeboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, space wakeboarders.
Yeah, okay, so I'll get the paperwork organized.
Okay.
Right? You know, which is basically crew transfer forms.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'll make one up for Madrimlian and for Lyric too.
Then go talk to your mom.
And then go talk to my mom.
Okay.
Ma'am, you better ask for Vonvin too.
Yeah, I guess I'd better, eh? Yep, puts her on the list too.
And
Boys bought her a suit anyway, didn't they?
Well, and Arden we already
Yeah.
needed too. Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
Arden's in the Marines, so yeah.
Oh, he's in the Marines. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't
So
matter.
just Crowley and
Well, Crowley, I don't need to do a
Right.
transfer
Right.
form for.
he can just
And he's
come.
going wherever Yasma is. He already said that.
Yep.
The cat might be a bit of an issue, though. And I can't imagine I'm going to justify that for a week. Fuck it. Let Crowley figure it out. And it's not my problem.
Ruel gives you the big thumb up.
Go to my mother.
Yeah, go see your mom. You find her on the aft deck. Lieutenant,
Ma'am, she says.
how can I help you?
She says, the Major suggests that we transfer to the Sword of Stars in order to experiment with some of our new tactics for the bug suits.
Yes, they got a powder magazine, so you'd be able to get your powder that you need. The Major made mention of you guys wanting to get some hulks from orbit
Yes, ma'am.
to work with. She knows that can be arranged.
Excellent, she
And
says.
since I can have you a Hulk for tomorrow,
Brilliant.
and destroyer class.
Ooh, nice, she says.
It's got no engine in it. And
That's perfect, she says. Let us practice everything we need to practice. Breaching, tactics. I like it, she says.
she says, I can give you a mage to temporarily put gravity on it.
That sounds excellent, thank you. She says, I'm also requesting Madrimlian and Lurik, she says, and Von Vin as well.
So you want to take all my midshipmen?
Just for a week, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys are becoming quite the little crew there. I wouldn't want to split you up.
She says, well, frankly, right now, I need them for the task, she says. The design for a shaped charge that we've come up with requires both Madrimlian and Lurik skills. She says, Von Vin is basically being asked along because she's currently kind of nursemaiding Madrimlian.
Nah.
But yeah, it would be a shame to leave her out, she says, and I would have tried to find some other excuse, I'll be honest, she says.
Yeah. Alright, I'd hate to break you guys up anyway, so take whoever you need and take them over there.
Thank you very much, ma'am. She passes her the forms then.
Yeah, she signs them.
Thanks, Captain.
No problem.
See you in a week, Mom. And waits to see if she's dismissed, and when she is,
she nods.
Yeah. And then, since the guys said they were handling bug suits, I will go and check on Madrimlian.
Yeah, he's getting some sleep.
Okay, I'm not going to wake him up until it's time to move. I'll get his stuff together myself.
Okay, you go pack his stuff up and
Yep. And
pack
mine.
your stuff up. Tell Von Vin.
Yep. Yeah, she says to Von Vin, how's he doing?
He seems to be sleeping peacefully now. I'm not sure if it's just sheer exhaustion and terror, or if it's Crowley's remedy from wherever he picked it up of eating a small stone every day. Something about minerals.
Interesting, I'll have to ask him about that, she says. We're transferring temporarily.
I have a secondary theory as to why it might be working.
Oh, she says.
I'm going where?
We're being transferred to a ship called the Sword of Stars. Temporarily, she says, I'm kind of recruiting you to help us out, quote unquote, help us out. Mostly it's because we don't want to break up the company. She says, I'll be honest with you, but we're doing research on tactics and equipment for the bug suits. They have a powder magazine. Part of our tactics involves explosives, so. And honestly,
yeah, you guys might need a settler on hand.
Yeah, I think we might, she says. And I also think that, well, I mean, you're keeping an eye on Madrimlian, and I need his skills, actually, she says. So, and hey,
yeah,
cool.
Okay,
So.
I will pack some extra Valerian root and a week's supply of stones, the size of a marble, and I think the fruit trees will be fine here.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna be gone for the week. It doesn't sound like we're going anywhere. It looks like we're basically patrolling for pirates in the area to me. I wasn't given that information, but the deployment pattern suggests that, she says.
Alright, terrifyingly, strange things can happen, so I'll come prepared for everything. They should have a fully stocked thing on board, and I assume a senior medic, yes?
I assume, she says. Yeah, but, pack all of our wonderful medicinal stuff just in case, she says. Thanks.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Von Vin will get things in order and make sure that Madrimlian's gear gets packed too while he's sleeping.
Yep. You help.
Oddly enough, his footlocker is empty.
Oh, where's the stuff?
Yeah, where's his stuff?
In his haversack, which he has with him.
Good.
Oh, right.
If that's true, we were packing light. We only had what fit in
He's got a
ship's
handy
locker.
haversack.
Yeah. So do I now, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, throw all my stuff in mine. Yeah. Dayton's like, bring all the drugs. Yeah. I agree.
Especially the green drugs.
Oh, I'm packing that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Far too many uses for that stuff.
Yeah, like getting high.
On a whim, I'm going to make sure I have bones set because it's good for neurological issues.
Yeah. Okay.
So what class of ship are we transferring to?
Troop carrier.
Troop carrier?
Yep.
So how long would a tow rope have to be to get beyond the etheric membrane?
In the back? 100 feet?
About 100 feet?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna ask the lieutenant if I can go acquire 100 silk rope.
Yeah, absolutely, she says. I'll do the paperwork. Just go grab it, she says.
Yeah, you go to the PX, they sign you out 2 coils of silk rope.
And I'll see if they're like I guess it'd be like the bosuns or whoever do all the splicing and stuff.
Yeah, bosons.
See if I can't get them to rig me up like a handle.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Splice in a
It'll whip
wooden
you up a
handle at the end.
on it. Yeah, absolutely. He'll even splice both pieces together for you so it's one rope.
Yeah, that's the idea. I'm gonna go find Lyric.
Okay, what's Lyric up to?
Napping, apparently.
Half a sec.
He would be at his post, presumably. Probably.
Okay.
So when I find him, I'll walk up. I'll say, "Hey, Lyric, got a question for you."
What's up?
You know the guys who made these armors, right? The bug suits?
What was that? You said you know the guys who
That
made these?
I do.
So you know the guys. So when we get to Whirlybird, can you take me to see him? I got a question to ask him.
Certainly.
Okay. All the sergeant has at the moment. You'll go back to whatever we're supposed to be doing while the
First you've heard you're going to Whirlybird there.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I haven't told him he's going yet. I'll go talk to him about this time.
Yeah. Okay, and what are you doing there? Sergeant?
I said I'll go back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which I think is basically getting everything ready and
Yep,
you know,
packing up the bug suits into crates to move them.
then explaining to the people who weren't with us the tactics that we started to work out since we were supposed to do bugs.
Okay. So, yeah, Arden and Yasma.
Yasma. Yeah. Bringing in the Sunfall Boys to help explain.
Yeah.
I have bug suits in my hut.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get a lot of use out of them, says Xerxes.
Yeah. Okay. So I go down to talk to Lyric.
Yeah, you find Lyric in the probably in the garden.
Hey.
Hi there.
She says, so, first of all, I got you a real job, she says. You're officially a carpenter's mate.
That's good to know.
You cut out after I.
That's pleasant to know.
Thank you, Silk. Posture check and hydrate.
Yeah, my posture still sucks and I got a big drink.
Hail, hydrate.
Hail, hydrate. Yeah, she says, secondly, you're going to be helping out with the bug suit project, so we have been temporarily transferred to the Sword of Stars, right? And because it has a powder magazine. So I'm going to need you to pack up your stuff.
Okay,
such
that
as it
would
is.
make sense. Yep. Okay.
Awesome. She says thanks. Yep, and then she, claps him on the shoulder and heads out.
Yep. So you guys get yourselves ready and head over to the Sword of Stars. Alright. With your orders.
Yep. In our bug suits.
Yep.
Because that's the best way to transfer them, I think.
Yeah, the ones you're not carrying. Because there are how many of you with bug suits here? Let's see. Sergeant, Lieutenant, Sun Falls, Yasma, Arden,
I was under the impression the boys bought one for each of us.
yeah, but not everybody took them.
Madrimlian did not.
Right. So there's one extra.
Well, he's gonna fucking well get in it if he's gonna be working with us. That's it. If I have to train a goddamn suit, so does he.
Yeah, Von's
you were...
just not a combatant unless,
I just doubt she wants to be following the bug suit guys in a lifeboat or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then she goes around to see if Madrimlian's awake yet. Once we're all pretty much...
Yeah, you're waking up about now, Madrimlian. Right? You had a reasonably good sleep this time, and no bad nightmares. You've got a little indigestion, but...
Yeah, And he also takes the bowler off of his face because remember he said he was going to start doing that too.
Yeah, that's right. She says, "How you feeling?"
Ma'am, like I'm going to live at least.
Listen, I got a question for you. She says, "Do you think that this is anxiety, or do you think there's something more going on?"
I'm afraid it might be something more, but I'm hoping it's just anxiety, so...
Okay, she says. Well, get your stuff together. We're being transferred temporarily over to the Sword of Stars. It has a powder magazine. You're going to help with the Bug Suit project, she says.
Avalana reaches down and grabs his duffel.
I wondered if that's where that was. Okay. I tried to pack your stuff, but your locker was empty.
Afraid it might be best to just keep it on me.
We're going to make a detour to the library, she says.
Avalana.
Yeah, heads that way with him, and then requisitions a couple of alchemical books, and if they have anything on, Cthulhuans and, Cthulhuan parasites.
Nothing on Cthulhuan parasites directly, but there is a book written on Cthulhuans.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. We have another posture check.
Hear the clicks of my lighter? That's what you're hearing? Yeah. I'm not smoking tobacco. I live in Canada.
And even if you wish, you'd still hear that click.
It's true. I own about 40 or 50 Zippos, so...
It's his collection,
I collect them.
along with pipes and tobacco.
Pipes are good.
It's a strangely soothing sound. I love it, says True Undead Hero. I agree with you. I think it is too. Yeah, okay.
Okay. You come up the gangway of the Sword of Stars. It's in dock.
Yep. Permission to come aboard.
Officer of the watch says, granted.
Yep, troop aboard.
Yeah.
As I hit the deck, I salute the bow.
Ensign. Americans salute the bow.
Yeah, we salute the ensign.
Right, we salute the ensign.
Yeah.
And this is based on the British Navy, which they salute the ensign.
Then he salutes the ensign.
Right.
She says, Lieutenant Wintermist and the Bug Suit Company, I guess, reporting for duty.
Bug suits, right. I heard about that, he says. You're going to want to talk to the Major.
I imagine we will, she says.
Yeah. All right. He says, Lieutenant Morning Guard, you have the con? Avalon, I have the con. He says, follow me.
Thank you.
He says, I'm Lieutenant Commander Eversoul. He's an
Lieutenant
Alfar.
Well met, she says.
So what's with these things you're wearing? These are bug suits. They do make you look like big bugs.
She says it's a new tactical task force initiative. We're going to be looking into insertion boarding actions.
Right. He says special insertions.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, it was Lieutenant Commander, what was his last name?
Eversoul. Quava. Quavva. Quava Eversoul.
Right, just putting it down for under Captain Gildespirit for the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah. He takes you to a rather stern-looking elven woman, Alfar. He says, Major Morningheart.
Yep.
She turns and looks. Lieutenant Commander.
I snap a sharp salute.
Oh, you must be
Likewise.
the suits. You must be the Bugman.
Yes, ma'am. My orders, she says, and presents them to her.
Yeah. Okay, she says, we've got a special assignment for you for berth. You will all be sharing a berth.
Makes sense to me, ma'am.
She says, and you'll keep your stuff there. I'm given to understand it's got to be at ready hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Just so. She says there's armor racks in there for your suits and, well, Lieutenant Commander, take them to their berth. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Yep, nods to the Lieutenant Commander and
Yep.
follows him.
Yep.
Follow my lieutenant.
Yeah, he takes you to a berth. Like, this is a troop carrier, so it's actually fairly spacious. Right, as far as military ships go. Like, most military ships give you 28 inches by 17 inches for your hammock.
Right.
Right? These ones give you a full 4 feet
Oh, nice, she says.
for hammocks.
Room.
Yeah.
Roomy.
Space to set up the Alchemist Lab?
No, but there's an alchemist lab on the ship. They make black powder in it. The ship is equipped with bombards, siege bombards.
Gotcha.
Right?
All right.
Yep, so still gear.
Yep. Yeah, the Lieutenant Commander says, I'll leave you to it, Lieutenant. Says, I'm sure that you and your sergeant can arrange all you need here. If you need me, I'll be on the deck. I'm in the office of the watch for now. Says, and I'm told you guys will make your own schedule.
Sounds good. Thank you. Pleasure meeting you, she
Says,
says.
please turn in your schedule to the Major so that she's aware of what you're doing.
Absolutely, she says.
Okay, I'll leave you to it, he says. Nods and
Yep.
heads out.
Oh, did we collect that mage too?
I'm sure there's a mage on ship here who will be assigned to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because my orders say I need one, so.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we might as well unpack, she says. By which she basically puts her bug suit in, its stand and tosses her haversack in her locker.
Yep.
Yep, so does Madrimlian.
She looks at the sergeant. She says, I think it's pretty late in the day. Are you wanting to get started on anything before tomorrow, or do you think we should spend this time in orientation?
Ma'am, I think we should learn the ship, since I don't know if any of the other of you have served on this class before.
Nope, says pretty much everybody.
I would most definitely like to know where the Alchemy Lab is.
Yeah, we're
Sounds
gonna
like,
need to know that.
And the
that sounds like
infirmary.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. Please go ahead. She says.
I look at that to Madribley and I says, that sounds like a good idea. Perhaps Midshipman Von Ridden would like to find out where the
Garden is.
garden and infirmary is. Probably find out from the captain, ma'am, or the officer of the watch, whoever you need to speak, what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Heading to Whirlybird or up into orbit.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna need to know exactly, where we're going to be, so we can do what we need to do.
Right.
That way we can get the schedule going. I'll probably sit down and start out, with the basics. Free breakfast, calisthenics, breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense to me.
Weapon training in the morning, lunch, bug-suit training in the afternoon, and then whatever. But we need to know kind of where we're going and what we're doing in what order, so we more formalize it now.
Makes sense to me. She says, okay. I'll get that information. She says, yeah, in the meantime, since we've not been given any direction or told, assign someone to tour us around,
Mm-hmm.
I guess orient yourselves as you see fit. Try to stay out of everyone's way.
That's about when you knock on your door.
Oh, come in.
Yeah, a corporal comes in, salutes.
Yep.
Marine corporal.
Nods. Yeah.
Lieutenant.
Corporal, she says.
I'm supposed to show you around, see if you guys want to find anything, show you where the chow is.
Brilliant, she says. I'm sure we would love a tour. In particular, we'd be interested in the Alchemy Lab, the garden, the infirmary.
All right. No problem. He says, whenever you're all ready.
Looks around. I think we're ready, she says.
Ready now?
Oh, sorry. Just one moment, Corporal. She looks at Lafather and says, I'm going to need you to run another message for me, hun.
She rolls her eyes.
I'm sorry. She feeds her another turkey.
No, she doesn't.
No?
Roll her eyes.
No, because she's an owl.
Yeah, she's an owl.
Yeah. She does the sideways head thing instead.
Yeah. Turns her head sideways. And looks at you.
Yeah, she says, you're going to have to tell... What the heck was his name? Lord what? The tailor?
Alpenvale.
Alpenvale, yeah.
You'll have to tell Lord Alpenvale that we've been transferred to the Sword of Stars so that he doesn't deliver uniforms to the other ship. Please and thank you.
Because they're supposed to arrive today.
Yeah. Yes, but one does not wait around for tailored fucking suits in the Navy when one has been transferred. One just goes.
And leaves
or
message
the Marines.
for their tailor.
That's right. Would you please? Thank you, dear. Yeah, she writes another note. Apologizes for the late notice.
Yeah. She takes off with it.
Okay, we're ready now. Thank you, Corporal.
Cool bird.
That's Lafather. And I think she's pretty cool. Yeah, she says.
Did your cat bite?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry. He's not really tame.
Oh. What about the big one?
That's the one I meant, I'm sorry.
Oh.
This is Crowley, and probably not unless you piss him off, I don't imagine, she says. He's actually not officially in the chain of command, but he's part of the project.
Oh.
He's a civilian
Consultant.
Consultant, yes.
Pleased to meet you, he says. He extends a hand.
Perhaps Crowley did not hear that we were talking to him.
Sorry.
The corporal says,
was
pleased
that?
to
Sorry?
meet you. The
Pleased to meet you as well, Corporal.
Just finishing up. Okay, Dayton, have a good time, man.
Yeah, we're quitting right away here anyway because it's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock, so that's where we're going to go. Alright, it's a good place to pick it up. Okay.
This is fun. Thanks, guys. Couple brief channel announcements just before we quit here. One is that do a raffle when we reach 25 subscribers. We did that on the last stream. So the next stream, we are going to be holding a raffle. So I guess that's tomorrow. I guess you're going to be holding the raffle. I said I was going to do it on Wednesday, though. No, I said I was going to do it on Wednesday, so we'll do it on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do it on Wednesday.
During the Diane Wright stream. That's at 1 p.m. Pacific. So the prize will be the first 7 of the Weird West Chronicles, which is my other universe that I do. And, yeah, because it should be a big prize for that. So make sure to check that out if you want to get in on the raffle. Aaron will be doing his second stream of his new program, Ask an Old GM, tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific.
So if you are a gamer and you want advice on your game, your players, your game rules, or articles that you've written for World Anvil through a gaming perspective, right? If you want feedback on that, you know, it's all going to be available tomorrow, 12 till 3. Okay.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for listening.
Let me put on the music.
Yep.
Music. Everywhere.
Toy Soldiers Old School is game mastered by Aaron Ree, based on the Toy Soldier Saga universe created by Diane Morrison. Audio is provided by TeamSpeak. Sound effects and ambience provided by Sirenscape. Music provided by White Sand. Check out his Patreon at patreon.com/whitesand. Audio, or no, I already read that one. Mapping software provided by Campaign Cartographer 3 Plus and World Spinner with adaptations in Adobe Photoshop. Gaming software provided by Fantasy Grounds, Hero Lab, and World Anvil. Check out our campaign at www.worldandvil.com/w/Toy Soldier Saga. Distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution License. The Toy Soldier Saga is copyright 1995 by Diane Morrison, all rights reserved. Have a good evening, everyone, and we'll see you next Monday.
Okay, are we rating anybody?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should raid. I'm
You're gonna
sure
raid with
someone's
us?
live. Just a second here. I'm pretty sure Hammer Knife is live now. Yes, Hammer Knife is live, so that is who we are raiding.
We're rating Hammer Knife,
If
people.
you care to join us, just stay where you are, and we'll be there in a moment.
And you say, prepare to be boarded.
Yep, that's our raid call. Prepare to be boarded. Have a good night, everyone.
There we go.
We're in.
And did you shut us down on our stream?
Mostly because.
No, not yet.
Yeah, do that.
I don't have.
Well,
I'm not taking this that seriously. Maybe that's a bad thing to say. Oh well.
Okay,
Alright.
me and Gareth are off
Let's go ahead
because
and start now. I'm not going to
we
be
got
writing out any of
Psycraft
these
fallen
problems.
and
Hey, thanks for the raid.
it's getting heavier out here.
I'm not going to be writing out any of these